ghosting, woo! Breadcrumbing, and other dating trends. How to cope. Hi, it's Olivia here and welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, you know that I'm passionate about helping you discover the world of relationships, whether it's healing from toxic experiences, finding self-love, or preparing for a healthy relationship. Today, we're diving into a topic that is becoming more and more common in modern dating: ghosting, breadcrumbing, and other frustrating dating trends. If you've ever been on the receiving end of these behaviours, you know how confusing, hurtful, and draining they can be. In today's video, I'm going to break them down, explain how they affect us emotionally, and share ways to cope when you're finding yourself facing these behaviours. But before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video. And if you're ready to start healing, drop a comment below, letting me know how you've dealt with these issues in your own dating journey. Let's get started. Part 1. What is ghosting? Ooh. Now seriously, if you've been dating at all in the last few years, you'll have probably heard of this term. Ghosting is when someone you're dating or talking to suddenly stops responding to your texts, calls, or messages without any explanation or closure. At first, ghosting can be a real blow to your self-esteem. You're left wondering, like, what happened? Did I do something wrong? Was it something I said? These questions can rattle around in your mind, leaving you feeling confused, rejected, and unsure of where you stand. Ah! But here's the good news. Ghosting is not a reflection of your worth. It's a sign that the person who ghosted you either wasn't mature enough to communicate properly, or they just weren't ready for something more serious. People ghost because they cannot handle difficult conversations, or they want to avoid being honest. And that's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. Yes, them. So how do you cope? First, give yourself permission to feel whatever you're feeling. It's completely natural to be hurt, frustrated, or even angry. But please, please don't let that define you. Take a step back, focus on yourself, and recognize that you are worthy of someone who will communicate openly and respectfully with you. Part 2. What is breadcrumbing? Now let's talk about breadcrumbing. This one is a little bit trickier. Breadcrumbing happens when someone gives you just enough attention to keep you interested, but not actually enough to commit or make real plans. They might send a flirty text here and there or make plans, but they never seem to happen. It's like they're leading you on without ever fully committing. At first, breadcrumbing can feel flattering. You're getting attention, right? But after a while, you start to realise that it's not leading anywhere. You might find yourself waiting for their next text or wondering why they're not following through. It feels like you're always trying to trace down crumbs, but the loaf of real connection never seems to come. So how do you cope with breadcrumbing? The key here is to recognise it for what it is: an unhealthy dating behaviour. It's important to set clear boundaries. If you feel like you're being strung along without any real direction, it's okay to step back. Don't waste your energy on someone who isn't fully invested. You deserve someone who gives you their time, attention, and effort, not just the occasional breadcrumb. Remember, real connections require consistency. If you're feeling uncertain or like you're always waiting, it's time to have a conversation and decide, is this person worth your time? Part 3. What is zombieing? Next up, let's talk about a newer trend in dating called zombieing. So, jokes aside, zombieing happens when someone who ghosted you comes back to life and starts reaching out again, usually over a long period of silence. This can be really confusing because they've disappeared without a trace and then suddenly they reappear like nothing's happened. Was I there too? Did this happen? It's like they've been dead to you, but now they're zombified and ready to interact again. They might text you or try to pick up where you left off, but it's important to take a step back and assess the situation. Why are they coming back now? What has changed? Coping with zombieing requires firm boundaries. Don't feel pressured to engage with someone who has previously disrespected you by ghosting you. Their return could be a test, or they might just want attention. Your time and your energy are valuable, and you shouldn't feel obligated to entertain someone who hasn't earned it. Trust your instincts. If they haven't changed, they're probably not worth your time. Part 4. The importance of self-worth. Now that we've gone through a few of the more frustrating dating trends, let's talk about the most important piece of coping with these behaviours. Your self-worth. When you encounter ghosting, breadcrumbing, or zombieing, it's easy to start questioning your own value. You might think, if they can't commit, is there something wrong with me? Why am I always attracting these types of people? Now, the good news is dating behaviours like this have nothing to do with you. These actions reflect the emotional maturity and commitment of the person you're dealing with, not yours. It's important to build your self-esteem from within, independent of how others behave towards you. One of the most effective ways to cope with these frustrating behaviours is to strengthen your sense of self-love and self-worth. That means practicing self-care, setting boundaries, and not settling for less than you deserve. When you truly love and respect yourself, you won't tolerate behaviours that leave you feeling unimportant and undervalued. If you find yourself feeling stuck in patterns of unhealthy dating, it's time to look inward. Ask yourself, am I truly valuing myself? Am I settling for less because I'm afraid of being alone? Recognizing your worth and choosing to walk away from people who don't appreciate you is one of the most powerful things you can do. Amen to that one. Part 5, healthy communication and moving forward. So how do we move forward? It all comes down to healthy communication. In any relationship, whether casual or serious, clear communication is key. If you're dating someone and you notice these behaviours, it's important to communicate your feelings and your boundaries. If they're not willing to meet your needs or to have an open, honest conversation, that's a red flag. It's also important to understand that not everyone will be a good match for you. And that's okay. Don't waste your time on people who aren't interested in communicating or committing. When you stop accepting these behaviours, you free yourself up for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. And let me tell you, once you start attracting the right kind of energy, you'll find that you're more at peace and happier in your dating life. Healthy relationships require respect, trust, and mutual effort. If you're not getting those, it's time to move on. Move on. Yeah, move on. At the end of the day, ghosting, breadcrumbing, and zombieing are all signs of people who are either emotionally unavailable, immature, or simply not ready for a real connection. And your job isn't to fix them or to chase them, but to recognise your own self-worth and walk away from those who aren't treating you as you deserve. Remember, real love doesn't come with confusion or uncertainty. It comes with clear communication, respect, and mutual investment. You are worthy of love that feels secure and grounded, not like an emotional roller coaster. So if you're dealing with any of these dating trends, take a moment to reflect on your own self-worth, set boundaries, and remember that you deserve better than these games. And if you've ever faced ghosting or breadcrumbing, I'd love to hear how you've handled it. Please share your experiences in the comments below, and let's support each other through this crazy dating world. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my other videos on healing from toxic relationships, building self-love, and finding true love. If you would rather speak to me personally, you can reach me at the link below. See you next time.